A 5-meter ladder is sliding down a wall. If the foot is moving away from the wall at 5 centimeters per second, we want to find an expression for the rate that the top of the ladder is sliding down the wall and the velocity when it's 4 meters from the ground. So we need a diagram to help us with this. So if we say that this is the wall and this is the ground, first of all we know that's a right angle, and then we'll have the ladder here, and we know its length is 5 meters. If I call this distance x and this distance y, then we're being given here that it's moving this way, and that's dx dt, the rate of change of x. Now note this is in centimeters per second, so that's 0.05 meters per second. All of my other distances are in meters, so let's convert this. Now, this is what we're calling x. This distance is what we're calling y. By Pythagoras' theorem, x squared plus y squared is 5 squared, so that's 25. So y squared is 25 take away x squared. And so y is the square root of 25 take away x squared. We want the rate the top of the ladder is sliding down the wall, so we're required to find dy dt. So, applying a chain, dy dt, which is what we're trying to find, is going to be dy dx, which we can find because we have an expression for y in terms of x, times dx dt, which we know. So, let's just, first of all, look at the fact that y is 25 take away x squared to the power of half. So using the chain rule, that's a half, 25 take away x squared to the negative a half, times the differential of what's inside. These twos will cancel. So I end up with negative x over the square root of 25 take away x squared. And so we want dy dt. So that's going to be negative x over the square root of 25 take away x squared, which is dy dx, multiplied by dx dt. So we get negative 0.05 x over the square root of 25 take away x squared. Note that this is going to be negative, and the reason for that is that we took y as upwards, and we know the top of the ladder is going downwards. In part B, we want the velocity when it's 4 meters from the ground. In other words, y is 4. Now, either using Pythagoras or by just knowing the 3, 4, 5 triangle, that means that x is 3. So we've got y equals 4 and x equals 3. So, dy dt is going to be negative 0.05 times 3 over the square root of 25 take away 3 squared, and calculating, that's negative 3 over 80, which is negative 0.0375 meters per second.